In case you haven't figured it out yet, I am a complete idiot. I mean, dude, I look back every month and think, how could I have been so dumb? I don't know how I've made any money so far. I don't know why you guys listen to me. I really don't. I'm just an idiot sometimes. But as I look back across my journey, I realize the times where I considered myself to be dumb and an idiot and not knowing anything is the times where I made more money. And the times that I thought that I had it all figured out, I was the king of the world and I'm going to make $1 million every year forever, was the exact time that my business started tanking and my life started to become miserable. And it's straight out of the Bible. The pride come before the fall. And if you don't feel like you're dumb right now, if you don't feel like you look back 3 months and think, what was I doing? You're probably not learning fast enough. And the problem I see with most entrepreneurs, myself included, is as soon as we get a small taste of success, we think we know everything. We stop listening to people. We start listening to our own ideas over and over again, the feedback loop of how good we are and how everything's going to work forever. And that's when everything starts to turn downhill. So I just want to encourage you today, like, be dumb. I don't mean like intentionally be stupid, but like consider yourself that you really don't know anything. And none of us really do. And be very careful of people who think they know everything. Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And the Bible says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. The people that me and you look down upon, the people who don't care about money, the people who are making $1,000 a month at a 9-to-5 job, yet they're humble servants of God, they're the ones who will be first, not us. So I hope this is just a good reminder. It's a reminder to myself, and hopefully you guys included, like, be careful. Be careful. The minute that we think that we've got stuff figured out and nothing can go wrong and we're the greatest to ever do it is the exact moment where it's probably a turning point and everything's going to go wrong because your pride has blinded you. And one of the best analogies I've seen for this is imagine a maze. You know those old mazes you used to do as a kid in like a coloring book where it's just a bunch of lines and you got to go around to get out of the maze with your pen? What happens to people who don't have humility, who don't change, is they go through the maze, they hit the wrong area, and instead of backing out and admitting it, they just stay there staring at the wall saying, this is the right path. This is the right path. I'm right. I'm right. I can never be wrong. This is the right path. And they never get out of the maze. They never change. They're staring at the wall. Clearly it's not the way out. And they're just like, well, I'm right. And you might be thinking, that's not me. Guys, it's all of us. It's all of us. And if you're thinking that, you probably are the person, you're literally doing what I'm saying. So we have to be humble and be willing to admit, like, we don't know anything. And we're all really dumb. But that's okay. That's completely fine because, one, it allows us to rely on the Lord. The second you lay down your pride is the second that you start to realize, you know what? God, you're in control, and I don't know what I'm doing. But thank you. Thank you for the blessing of this platform, for this, product, whatever it may be that you're doing. Thank God for it. But then two, be willing to let go of things and change. So what you do is whenever you're humble, when you realize you don't know everything and there's much more to learn and you're always seeking to learn from others and not just prove them wrong or not to prove yourself better, but you genuinely realize that you have something to learn from every human on earth. There's something you can learn from them. No matter how different you are from them, no matter how much you don't like them or to get along with them, you've got something to learn from them. And by doing that, you unlock the ability to now, when you're staring at that wall that's not the right way, you just try another way. And that's not right. So you humbly admit you don't know. You try again. You try again. You try again. Until all of a sudden, after 5 years, you've got the result you wanted. You made it out of the maze. And you did so in a humble and unprideful way. And guys, we're always going to struggle with pride. It's part of the human flesh. But thankfully, there's grace and grace abundantly through Jesus. And so this is just a good reminder to myself in the future and you guys as well. Like, don't think you're smarter than everyone. And if you think you're the smartest person in the room, then it's probably trouble. And you might actually be the smartest person in the room. But in that case, like, teach others. Still remain humble. It's just, there's just not much good things that come from, I don't think there's anything good that can come from pride, in my opinion. Because people don't like pride. They like people who are confident in themselves, but not prideful, not boastful and arrogant and thinking that, you're better than everyone. So I don't know. I just thought about it, trying to remind myself, be dumb and you'll probably make more money. And even though that's the title of this video, it's not about making more money. It's just about having more impact and living a more joyful life. And I feel like the more humble you are, the more you admit that you don't know anything, man, the happier you are. And the more you learn. What's funny is, like, the more humble you are, the more dumb you think you are, usually the more you learn because you're paying attention to people. Instead of just blabbering all day, you're listening. So anyways, hopefully this was good encouragement. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow.